If you're suffering from tight hips, keep watching because this video is for you. I'm going to go over this quick mobility routine that you can do for your hips in under 3 minutes. And it starts off with this soft tissue mobilization. I like to use a foam roller and a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. So the foam roller, we're going to get the quads and then we're going to get the inner thigh. You could also get the hamstrings, but I tend to just get those two areas with the foam roller, and then I go to my glutes with the lacrosse ball or tennis ball. That tends to allow me to get the most range of motion and the benefit that I'm looking to get out of this whole entire routine in the first place. So these pass-throughs are really light. They're nothing too intensive. I like to do about 8 to 10 repetitions per side and per area when I'm performing the soft tissue mobilization routine. Now, once again, you want to make sure that you're using something that's going to be pretty light on you. You don't want a foam roller that has a lot of pointy points on it, or a lacrosse ball that is a little bit too intensive for you. So maybe you might use a tennis ball over a lacrosse ball. The next thing that I get into is this hip capsule mobilization routine. Typically, if you have a pinch in the front of your hips, most of the time it could be an actual joint capsule mobilization issue. But other times it could be something a little bit more serious. So you always want to get that checked out. But you just put all your weight into that knee and then you rock back and forth nice and easy. So that way you can get that hip capsule opened up. And the next thing we go into is this loaded internal rotation mobility drill. I found that many people that have issues with their hips or lower body movements, it's an internal rotation limitation. So you definitely want to hit this one. You just go down into a split squat, do a little rotation, nothing too crazy with the rotation, and then you just come back up. And then finally, this hip airplane is just doubling down on that internal rotation and external rotation, but also adding a stability component to it. You can do this before or after your workouts. It's totally up to you. Have fun.